This is Crypto Mike with BitcoinCrypto.news, doing a quick review on the WorldCoin Index. There's a lot of people really interested in the cryptocurrency and Bitcoin world. This is kind of an entry-level video to kind of get your feet wet in this. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is the original. There's Ethereum. There's a bunch of other coins, which are called altcoins, that are set up out there. This is a list that lists a site that lists all of them. If you look at this site here, scroll down, it's got a bunch of coins listed here. It's got 100 per page. You can go to multiple pages. There's 1,300 or 1,400 coins out there at this given time, maybe more. There's new launching every day. You might ask, what is a Bitcoin, a crypto coin, whatever? It's a digital asset, serialized, tokenized asset of the company, or actually the currency of the company. Some are different things. Some are utility tokens, some are value tokens. Where to get into this, just really get your feet wet on where to go to learn what stuff is. So this list is ranked by market capitalization. If you look by Bitcoin's the biggest one, it's worth $249 billion as of January 2nd, 2018. If you click on the calculator here, you might ask, well, how do you figure that? Well, it's the latest price, 14,874 times the number of coins they have issued at the time. So they got 16,770,000 coins. We calculate that out, and well, bam, we got 249 billion. That's the value. So that's just a real quick idea of how this is ranked. $249 billion is very, very big company. For example, I'm just going to pull this up here. Yahoo. Let's go to YahooFinance.com and see if we can pull up, see how big. What's it? Ford. They're a big company. Let's look at Ford. Let's see what their market cap is. If you look at this, their market cap is that's Ford. FB. What's Ford's stats? Crazy, but FORD. I can't. Ford. Oh, it's just F. Okay. Market cap. So if you want to take their market cap on there and look at this here, market cap $50 billion. So Ford market cap is $50 billion. Cryptocurrency is 250. That's 5 times the size of Ford. Wow, that's amazing. It's two different animals, but it's still an analogy of what money is there. As you scroll down, you got Ethereum, Ripple, which is a newbie. It's been jumping up there. Actually, I'm an investor in Ripple. Love it. And it's really been on a tear here the last few weeks. So if you want to learn about different things, you just click on the name here and you can go right to it and learn about it. So I'm going to go on down here. Tron's another one that's been climbing here recently. Bitcoin Cash, it's a whole long story. There's all kinds of videos on that. But you kind of look through here. As you can see, there's a lot of different flavors out here. A lot of different names, a lot of different pictures. It's kind of like, say betting on the horse on the Derby. It's there's some good ones and there's some bad ones. It's your job to do your due diligence and learn about what they are. So just click. Let's just randomly click one. Let's click on Icon. Just click on Icon. I'll show you how to do. Once it's up here, you can kind of see what exchanges it's on. And Binance, hit BTC, some different exchanges. So you can actually go there and exchange it, which that's another level. We'll get to that later. But to go to the website, just click on website, and then it takes you to the founders, like the website, what it's about. Then you got to read this. Every website, everyone has a white paper. If they did an ICO, they have a white paper somewhere in there. Here's the white paper. You can click on the white paper. It's just a word or a document spelling out what they do as a company. Now you can read through that and understand what it is, or you can come in here. A lot of times, when they're really good ICOs, they actually spent a couple $1,000.
The world that we see is based on a country basis.
So real quick.
Every social organization and elements, including currency, belongs inside the country's boundaries. With the development of various technologies...
I'm going to let you guys go through these on your own, but that's how you find out what a company is. I want to go back to the site itself. So here's the site we're looking at for Icon. I try not to move too fast because I get yelled at a lot because I jump around too much. But anyway, there's a lot of stuff here, so your mind will go crazy trying to learn all that stuff and try to understand stuff. One of the kind of the cheats that I like to do to kind of see who's moving and who's not. Click on Stats and click on Overview. This WorldCoin Index did a wonderful job at programming this little matrix here. What this did is it just ranked it right now by market cap, because the little thing icons are right here by market cap, and you can see the change, whether negative or positive, over the last year. So on Bitcoin, it's up 1,391% over the last year. I mean, wow, how amazing is that? That's the Mac Daddy of the coins. In the last 180 days, is up almost 500%. 90 days is up 249%. 30 days is up 26%. Last 7 days, last week was a horrible run for Bitcoin. It dropped a lot. If you click on this here, you can kind of see the 1 month version. It was way up here at 19,000. It dropped down here to 12,766. It's been pretty ugly in the last 7 days. But then again, if you look at it for the entire time, it's not even hiccup. I mean, it's just still growing. But as you go through this and you look at your coins, and you want to learn about, everybody knows about Bitcoin, at least most everybody does. You want to learn about more, you can actually click on them. And these are ranked by basically the most popular ones in the world right now. What you'll find is there's other with smaller ones. It's hard to put money in a big cap like Bitcoin, not saying you can't, but to put money in there and to have it double, it would double $248 billion, which is a big company, which there's many people saying it's going to 40,000, 100,000, a million. I'm not gonna let you take your own advice from those people, but I don't know where it's going, but I know it is going somewhere, and either up or down. But if you get in a smaller company that might be a $100 million company, it's got a lot more room to grow. That's just my personal opinion. But please, side note, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't get paid for this. I'm not taking money for this. I'm doing this out of sole ambition to kind of grow a community because I love this stuff and it's fun. It's like a hobby for me. So take it with a grain of salt. Do your own research, and anything you invest can lose everything. So be careful what you do invest in this stuff here. But best thing now is just to kind of learn it and play around with it, because I think this is going to be our future as we move into 2018 and 2019. It's becoming more and more mainstream. So now this is sorted by ranking. Now you can sort this by, let's see, who was the biggest player in the last 24 hours. Hit it twice. Vizio. It's up 385% in the last 24 hours. My first thing is, wow, how can I take advantage of that? Who knows? It might be going up, might be just a real quick spike, or it might be something that's serious. Let's click on it and see. Oh, wow. Okay, so 1 day spike. So somebody bought a lot of stuff and did not have to put a limit order in there, so they bought the entire market out. I wouldn't buy that. But it's still going up. What happens when I say that is when you get on these exchanges, there's sometimes not a lot of liquidity. So when you go into an exchange like this coin exchange here, and you go into, I don't have an account for here, but to log in, when you go in and look at it, let's look at that one real quick. Vizio, what was the symbol for that? VISIO. Select market, all markets, Vizio. So when you go in through here to look at one of these things to trade, sometimes it's not a lot of liquidity, meaning when you place an order, it might, there might only be one. If you want to buy 1,000 shares of something, there might only be 2 guys wanting to sell 50 shares each. Well, if you buy both shares of 50 shares, you get 100 shares. Well, one might be up here at $6 and one might be down here. So you got to be careful about these small companies without a lot of liquidity and a lot of volume, I guess you could say. So this one here's got some decent volume in here, but doesn't show the timestamps on here. But sometimes you get these exchanges and see how long it was since the last trade, and look at that. But I'm not going into trading right now. That'd be a future video. Just want to show you how you can look at some of this stuff. It's lots of fun just to play around with. Going back here, so this was 24-hour top gainers. Some of those are worth seriously looking at because, there's a lot of get growth there. Make it a little truer test is to hit 7 days. What's growing in the last 7 days? Look at that. There's one. There's 4,000%. Holy cow. This market is just exciting. It's just fun to see. 30 days. Now notice when I hit it first, all the negatives come up there. So yes, this coin here, which I actually followed a long time ago, it's down 99% in the last 30 days. So this, make sure you do good research. But on the top side, Railblocks, actually I had a friend of mine mentioned that to me yesterday or 2 days ago. It's up very good. But it's up 12,000% in the last 30 days. Go to 90 days. This is how you find the big winners here. There's some amazing stocks out there or cryptocurrencies that have done really good. So this site is a great way to get your feet wet, learn some companies and follow them. Now, some of these will go up and go down. They go up and go down like they're going out of style. So be careful. Pretend you bought some, follow for a few weeks, and then watch it grow. But there's lots of risk And I mean, like this one here, some of these coins here have died. Let's look at Mastercoin. So if you were watching this video a couple months ago, you might have put a lot of money in this company. Let's see. And that's a new coin, so it doesn't really count. And sometimes coins, Mastercoin, what was that? I'd never heard of that before, but like somebody's trying to imitate MasterCard. That's funny. That'll get knocked out. But regardless, there's a lot of fun coins out here to look at. If you have any questions, comment in the comments below. Hopefully this got your feet wet in the cryptocurrency world. Have fun. Do not spend more than 10 hours at a time looking at this stuff because it'll drive you crazy. I'm joking. I do that a lot. We got a group of us that do this every day. It's so much fun. But if you guys have any questions, comment us. Send us a comment. Check us out at bitcoincrypto.news. That's bitcoincrypto.news. So a group of us down here in Southwest Florida have started a news network, and we're doing all this research and adding all the videos and stuff to that site. So come and check it out. And if you guys have any questions or anything like that, go to our site. Field through it. We're constantly adding up to it and seeing what we can do with it. Other than that, you guys have a great day and enjoy cryptoing.